What's up, Vol fans? What's up, SEC fans? Catfish here. Thanks for tuning in. I've got an episode that I've been putting together for several days about who I think we should hire as our next head football coach. So step into my office and let me tell you what I think. Old Catfish has a screw loose. Well, not the kind most people think. Well, I've lost my screw out of my glasses, so I'm a little bit blind. I'm going to tell you who I think we should hire. I doubt it's going to happen, but the more I look at it, the more I want it. Brent Venables, defensive coordinator at Clemson. Let me tell you what his resume is. Over the last 3 seasons, he's 37-3, 69-5 since 2012. 2 ACC championships, 2 national title games, 1 national title. The last 4 playoff games is pretty impressive. He's 3-1, beating Alabama, Ohio State, and Oklahoma. Beating his old coach, his old boss man. He's 46 years old. Got 2 youngins, got a great family. He's from Kansas. Well respected. He's very loyal. He's only had 2 jobs, and that's impressive. From 99 to 2011, he was under Bob Stoops at Oklahoma. Since then, he's been with Dabo Swinney at Clemson. He's a 2016 Broyles Award winner. Those of you that don't know what the Broyles Award is, that's the nation's top assistant in college football. He does make a lot of money, and that says a lot. $1.7 million salary Clemson pays him to be defensive coordinator. And I'm going to tell you something. I've touched a nerve. Every time I brought him up in a video, I've had Clemson fans come out of the woodwork. Keep your grubby, filthy hands off our defensive coordinator. They love him down there. And let me show you why they love him. Watch this clip.
You know, I don't want our guys ever taking anything for granted, and you got to have your guard up. So you kind of coach that way, and I think players feed off of that. But it is never about any one guy. It is about a program, and developing that identity and then sticking to it, man, and then always having this sense of desperation from a leadership standpoint. First and foremost, if I don't bring my A game today, we're going to get exposed. We're going to get taken off the top of the mountain, and it's hard to get. It's hard to keep. You can't fabricate the thing. I mean, you immediately felt it as soon as you get off the plane. It's very easy to get comfortable quickly and to buy into, you know, the culture behind the scenes, so to speak.
He just has an attitude about him that I like. He's all business, and I think that clip shows you a lot, and that's from a couple of years ago. Look, he's been around greatness for the last 21 years. All winning seasons. He doesn't even know what a losing season is, and he barely knows what a sub-10 win season is. Of the 21 seasons, he's 16-21. Name anybody that's got those credentials out there. And if we're going to go after a coordinator, I really think we should go after a coordinator from the defensive side of the ball. The old maxim, defense wins championships. And we can get a hot shot offense. As offense has changed so much. There's so many machinations in every year that are different in college football. But defense is always hard-nosed and flying after the football and a good solid tackling, and that wins you championships, and he's been around some championships. We need somebody that knows what winning football is in a Power 5 conference. Not just winning football, but elite football in a Power 5 conference. I know he hasn't been in the SEC, but he's been in the ACC, which has made a lot of moves the last couple of years. I know you ACC haters out there or you know, big SEC homers. But you have to admit the ACC has been flexing their muscle the last couple years, and he was at Oklahoma. So both conferences, which I think is subpar of the SEC, but he's been at the elite level of both of those conferences. And I really think that if we went and talked to him, they wouldn't put up a fight. Let me show you something. This tells you a lot. You think Dabo Swinney wouldn't get in the way? There's no way he could pay Brent Venables what he could as a head coach, so I don't even think he'd put up a fight. And I think if we showed up, he would let them talk to him, because this is the kind of man Dabo Swinney is as a coach. I want you to watch this and tell me if you can read between the lines. Actually, there's not very many lines you need to read between.
You call Brent the best defensive coordinator in the country, and with the jobs coming open now, do you think he'll be somebody to be hotly pursued for a head coaching job?
I think that Brent is the best D coordinator in the country. I absolutely do. And as far as, you know, we're not going to talk about jobs and all that. We're trying to win games, but anybody on my staff that has aspirations of being a head coach and has an opportunity, that's certain. I would love that for them. But that's something that everybody has to evaluate on their own, you know, by themselves, as far as what they want to do. I'm for all of my staff. I would never want anybody to not have a chance for advancement if they want that, and that's why I work really hard in trying to make sure that we develop these guys here and that we have a program in place that they can take with them if they get opportunities to grow.
And this says a lot about Dabo Swinney, and I think we could have a chance at him if we went after him. The question is, does he want to move his family? Does he want to be in that pressure cooker of being a head coach in the SEC? There's a lot of questions out there need to be answered, but my God, I think we need to take a look at him, and we need to visit down there in South Carolina. John Curry, I doubt you watch this rinky-dink show, but you need to be putting the wheels up and landing down there in South Carolina and giving Brent Venables a big, hard look. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about the coaching search until it really gets down to it looking like any minute, which the way news media goes these days, it's probably going to happen every day, but I think it really is a waste of time to spend a whole lot of time talking about it. Next time you'll hear me put a video up exclusive to the coaching situation at UT will be after they announce who our next head coach is. Let me know what you think. Put in the comments, what do you think about this? I know John Gruden. I'm not bashing John Gruden. I think he could bring a lot to this university. But this is just another thing. We can't get hyper focused on one guy, and we can miss a gem. And I think Brent Venables would be a gem. Don't forget to check out my Facebook page, Volunteer Roadshow. There's also a group section linked to it, Volunteer Roadshow's Fan Talk. Join that. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Things are starting to really explode for me on this. I'm getting a lot of opportunities, and I couldn't have done it without you guys out there. I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. I love every one of you, even the Alabama fans and the Florida fans, South Carolina fans. It doesn't matter, because when it all comes down to it, we're all human beings and we're all Americans. So thanks for tuning in. We're going 16-0 because we're beating Vandy, and we're going 15-0 next year. I promise you that.
Good.